It's lovely to be able to call somewhere your home, somewhere you can feel safe, somewhere you can rest, somewhere that is yours. The escape from Egypt was just one part of God's promise to his people. The other important thing was that they were given their own land, a place that they could call home. The land of Canaan was the land God had promised to give to Abraham's descendants. But there was a problem. People already lived in Canaan. So Moses sent a group of spies into the land of Canaan to see what the people were like. The spies came back with a report that was both exciting and scary. The good news: the land was beautiful. The fruit that grew there was huge. They would have everything that they needed there. The bad news? Well, the Canaanites were strong, and the cities that they had built were surrounded by huge big walls. Next to these fierce people, the Israelites saw themselves as little grasshoppers. In the end, the Israelites were so afraid of the Canaanites that they refused to go into the land that God had promised to give them. Only two men, Joshua and Caleb, were confident that God would help them defeat the Canaanites. Because they didn't trust in God, that whole group of Israelites was told that they would not enter the land that God had promised. After Moses died, Joshua was called by God to lead the people of Israel. God wanted his people to remember that it would not beat the Canaanites because they were the bravest soldiers, or had the best weapons, or had the biggest army. No, they had a God who loved them and protected them. He told them, "Have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." The first city they came to was Jericho, a city with huge walls. To show the people that their power was from God and not their army, God told his people to march round the city once a day for 6 days, and then on the seventh day to blow trumpets as hard as they could, and the walls would come down. Now I'm sure the people felt very strange doing this, and I'm sure the people of Jericho laughed as it happened. But it happened exactly as God had said, and the city walls crashed down. This victory was a sign that God was with his people. This victory was a sign to the people of Israel and to the people of Canaan that God had given this land to the Israelites. He was with them. They had nothing to fear as long as they listened to him. God told his people to defeat the people of Canaan once and for all. But the people didn't listen. This would cause them many problems in the years ahead. Joshua led his people. He trusted in God and he brought rest and found a home for his people. But Joshua was just pointing forward to the great deliverer to come. He would lead his people, and he would bring rest that would last, and he would bring a home even better than Canaan. Who would he be?